Good morning. We are not told what Jesus did on Wednesday of Passion Week. It appears to be a day of rest with his loved ones, his 11 loyal disciples. One, I say because sadly there's one who's not loyal to the Master, even though he agreed to make Jesus his rabbi. In the end, he heard what Jesus had to say, saw the miracles he performed, and yet he never believed. He refused to put his faith in Jesus. And in that, he refused to submit himself to Jesus as Lord. So when Judas took the bread at the covenant meal, but was disloyal in his heart, he opened the door for the devil to possess him. The scriptures say that the devil entered his heart. Can you imagine something so horrible as to have an evil spirit possess you? It possessed him, empowering him to complete his treacherous and greedy betrayal. So before we share more, let's make that our word for today, Wednesday. Be submissive. Say that with me. Be submissive. Be submissive to Jesus as Lord. Judas refused to yield to Jesus' lordship. Instead, he did the unthinkable. Matthew 26:14. Then one of the 12, the one called Judas Iscariot, went to the chief priests and asked, "What are you willing to give me if I hand him over to you?" So they counted out for him 30 silver coins, 5 weeks of wages. From then on, Judas watched for an opportunity to hand him over. Well, that time would come the next day. Having been to the garden many times, Judas knew where Jesus would be, so he would lead the authorities there to arrest him. He took matters into his own hands. Once the betrayal was complete, it appears that the devil dispossessed Judas, and he came to his senses. He went and confessed to the religious leaders, "I have betrayed an innocent man." Then he tried to return the blood money. Judas took the 30 pieces of silver and threw them into the temple, as if that would make right what he had done wrong. But it didn't. And then, in guilt, and really in the final act of doing things his way, he went out and hung himself. It's a picture of the sad fate of all who refuse to submit their lives to the lordship of Jesus Christ. So today, as we go through this Wednesday, I exhort you to pause and continually submit yourself, your thoughts, your feelings, your choices, your paths, over to the Lord Jesus Christ. James 4:7-8. Submit yourselves to God. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you. Draw near to God, and he will draw near to you. Anytime you're tempted to resist the Lord, to rebel against what he's said or any way he's leading, stop. Reject pride, rebellion, and excuses for disobeying, and right then pause and be submissive. Say it. Lord, I submit to you. Pray it. Not my will, but yours be done. I often sing this hymn to express my faith and choice to be submissive. All to Jesus I surrender. All to him I freely give. I will ever love and trust him, in his presence daily live. I surrender.